Hi, welcome to valuationpodcast.com, a podcast and video series about all things related to business and valuation. My name is Melissa Gragg, a divorce valuation expert in St. Louis, Missouri. During this episode, we will discuss many questions about divorce court and valuation with TJ Liles-Tims, a fellow testifying expert witness and valuation expert in Oklahoma City. But there's also, you touched on it a little bit, about the role, our role as kind of a neutral party, and then the role of the divorce attorney who is an advocate. So maybe we can talk a little bit about that and the difference. Because I think when clients come on board, they think that the attorney is the advocate and that they're hiring an expert to be their advocate too. And that's not really the case.
Right. No, I mean, I think you hit it spot on. You know, they're expecting, they meaning the excuse me, they meaning the business owner thinks, okay, look, I've got my attorney, they're on my side, they're hiring an expert who's also going to be on my side. And, you know, I think that it's a very delicate conversation because, you know, you want to have that conversation with the client to say, look, I'm on your side. Okay. But the difference is that I'm more on the side of my opinion and my reputation than I am technically on your side. So I'm going to do the best. I'm going to give you my best in terms of valuing this business. And that's me being on your side. It's not me trying to get you the lowest value possible or the highest value possible. It's rendering an opinion and, you know, sticking to my guns, so to speak, and, you know, defending that valuation. So, you know, back to your question, I've been fortunate enough to work with some higher profile family law attorneys that understand that and are very, very good about reining the client back and saying, look, this isn't what he's engaged to do. He's not engaged to get you the highest value possible. That's my job, to work with him, to ask the right questions, to say, hey, have you thought about this? And that's what I really enjoy about, you know, doing things like this podcast and teaching is, you know, exposing people to the valuation concepts and theory so that those questions can be asked, the correct questions can be asked. And that's only going to get better the more we do things such as this.
Well, and I think it kind of goes back to what we said before, that other people are going to be looking at the valuation and they're going to know if we kind of positioned it a certain way. I usually try to talk to the client about, okay, let's fast forward to trial. Even though, you know, 80-90% of cases settle in some capacity, let's fast forward to court. The date of the trial comes and I go up and testify to something ludicrous, right? And even the judge is like, it seems like that cup of coffee isn't worth $1 million, but okay, maybe it's got gold in it. You know, like if nobody buys it, if nobody understands and it's not rational, your case is going to falter. Like everything is hinged upon me coming up and being a credible witness that does the valuation, you know, as right as we can do it. And as defendable. I usually say it's a reasonable value, but I really want a defendable value. Like I don't want the other expert to come in and have 10 articles that say that I did something wrong or that I was too aggressive in my calculations. But I think that then they understand that if you just want a talking head, I'm not that person. There's plenty of people out there that could potentially do that. And then I think they get on board. But you're right. The high-end attorneys, they want the answer. Like They don't want the sugar-coated answer. They want, tell us what the business is worth. What do we have going into this litigation?